you're probably reflecting back on this year and thinking like, oh man, I didn't hit my New Year's resolutions and I'm not as far as I want to be in life. And then a lot of people, when they make these types of videos, they try and make you feel one of two ways. They either tell you that you're perfect the way you are, you don't have to change anything, just keep doing what you're doing, or they try and make you feel like a loser and they're like, look at me, I'm 19, I have a Lambo, whatever. A lot of those 19-year-old Lambo owners, they're lying, they rented the Lambo so they can, portray this image online. So first of all, a lot of people online are lying, right? But anyway, I think that the truth is somewhere in the middle between those two, right? It's like you shouldn't feel like a loser for not making that much progress this year. You just need to focus on the things that you need to change in 2025. And also, you're not perfect the way you are. There are some things that I have to change, that you have to change, that we could do to consistently improve. And what I want you to do, and I think this is incredibly important, I want you to think about the person that you want to be. Because so many people, they set these New Year's resolutions about making money, about gaining followers, about, getting the nice car, whatever it is. But the thing is, like, they don't really think like, okay, what kind of person would be able to develop the skills to, like, make the money, to develop the following? What kind of person would I have to be to do that? And then what are the core skills that person has? So if it's like being a YouTuber, let's say, if you want to be like a YouTuber that talks to the camera and gives advice, the core skill is speaking on camera. So that's the thing you want to focus on. You want to set your goals based on getting better at speaking on camera, because that's the core of it. Because and that's who you want to be, right? It's a skill of the person you want to be. It's not the outcome. The outcome will come if you develop the skill. So I think that instead of like setting goals that are just based on outcome, and they can be beneficial from time to time, like for New Year's resolutions, I think it's better to focus on who you want to be and then set the goal of the outcome. Because once you start to make progress towards the person you want to be, then you can be like, okay, now I want to monetize this. Now I want to monetize this skill. You want your motivation to be intrinsic. You want it to be like a vision of who you want to be. Because if you know who you want to be, then it gives you a sort of North Star. I've said this before, but it gives you a North Star of like what my decisions should be based on. It's based on who you want to be in the future. And once you define that, you also have to realize that like slow motion is better than no motion, right? Any amount of progress is better than sitting around waiting for the perfect moment. Because so many people, they don't make progress towards their New Year's resolutions at all, because they like sit around and they wait for the perfect moment. They wait for the perfect workout routine, the perfect video to post, but it's never going to be perfect. And you got to get started whenever you can. And like, I know I started posting these videos consistently, like maybe 3 weeks ago. But the reason is because I was like, I want to focus on this soon. So I was like, all right, let me just get started tomorrow. So if you want to be bold, and this is something I suggest, if you want to be a YouTuber, post the next video within 24 hours. Like, even if it's bad, because you got to realize the core skill, like I mentioned, is speaking on camera and putting yourself out there and posting when you're like, oh no, people might see this. That is the core skill of being a YouTuber. And you can do that. You can develop that skill by practicing. But the more you delay practicing, the harder it is to catch up on the skills. So it's like, it's just like the time is gonna pass anyway. So you might as well get started on something that is not that great, so that you can continually improve, and then eventually it will be great. And this is how I'm thinking about my videos. I'm like, okay, they're not perfect right now by any means, but at least I'm trying to get better speaking on camera, and that's what I'm gonna do consistently. So the more you do that, the better you'll feel too, because you're making progress to this person you want to be, rather than this random, not random, but like this extrinsic outcome, like money or followers or whatever it is. And listen, I hope this is helpful. I don't think it's easy to get started becoming the person you want to be, but I think it will be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.